Hey there, John Nesbitt with the Customer Factory. Got a piece of advice right now on how to actually handle new customer inquiries, new patient inquiries if you're a healthcare practice, and new customer inquiries if you're in regular business. When you run marketing of any kind, you start getting the phone starts to ring if you've done it right. And people start to ask for appointments, or people start want to come in, reach out to you, and each person who comes in is its own opportunity for new business. That's pretty obvious. And your goal as a manager of a marketing process, if you've got marketing running your business, you are a manager of that process. Your goal is to maximize the results from every new customer opportunity. So every time the phone rings, you want to get the highest percentage chance that person becomes a new customer. Every time they have like a web form request for an appointment or a question or something like that, you want to maximize your result from that, obviously, because if you don't, then you're just leaving money on the table, or you're not serving the people you want to serve, and nobody wins from that. So how do you do that? It's the old maxim: what gets measured gets managed, right? Or what matters gets measured. There's like 900 versions of that old saw, but the basic bottom line is this: if you want to control something, you better measure it. Because if you want it to go up, you better control it, right? So if you want to make sure that you're maximizing every new customer opportunity, you've got to manage every new customer opportunity, and you've got to have a memory about it. And what I mean by memory is that you've got to have a process where you can go back and say, how do we do it last month, and how do we do it this month? So say this month we had 75% of people who made a call, who called in, scheduled and came in, right? Last month, it was 90%. Something's changed. If you have a process like a CRM, and by the way, CRM is a customer relationship management. It's any piece of software, even down to a spreadsheet as the most simplest version, that shows every opportunity that you've had to have a new customer and the process that went through to where they either came in and became a customer or failed to become a customer somewhere on the line. There's only really two outcomes that you really care about: success and failure. So you have some sort of software. Now, we provide to our clients a customer relationship management system that's custom built to use the systems that we have. So you get a bunch of people calling you or coming or asking for an appointment type thing, and then this system helps you track that. And it's important to track it, as I said, because you can then see if your numbers change, you can see if maybe something else changed. Like sometimes the campaign changed and that caused a different result. But we've also found that sometimes the internal process changed. You'll say, okay, for example, it's very revealing when we do this. If a client has 3 front desk people, if there's 3 people who actually answers calls that come in, and we actually say, all right, person 1, 2, and 3. All right, we can actually track with the CRM, person 1 makes an appointment, what's the percentage of those people who come in versus person 2 versus person 3? And you'll always find that there's a strong one and a weak one in that group of 3. And if you want to improve your business, all you have to do is get the strong one to convey to the weak one what it is they do. Train them, right? Get them to do the same thing the strong one's doing, so the weak one doesn't lose so many. And that raises your entire boat without raising any more ad spend, without having to spend any more money on marketing. You can improve your results. But you can only do that sort of thing if you've got a system in place which allows you to see those results and then look back at what was done, what was working, what wasn't working, and so forth. And I have to caution you too. Many people say, well, I just ask my staff, I'll just ask my people, right? I'll tell you, statistics and data systems like this don't lie, and sometimes staff do. And I'm not saying they lie on purpose, but sometimes they misremember, they don't understand what happened, it wasn't something they were working on, they're doing 3 different things at the same time, and they don't keep track of what happened with that person, and they lose track. It's easy. Easiest thing to do is lose a new prospect. That's the easiest thing to do. If you just say the wrong thing, or if you call them back, or miss an appointment, or give them a weak appointment that's not very convincing for them to come in, there's all kinds of ways to lose business at the front door. And the people at the front door are usually trying to do a good job for you, but even they don't know what they're doing right and doing wrong sometimes. Even when you have them trained, sometimes the training has to be retrained and so forth. So if you're keeping track with some sort of system, you can see what's going on as the manager, and you can adjust the dials and the switches and stuff until it's working perfectly, and then you can adjust it some more to make it work even better, right? Because you always work better. Unless you get to 100%, then if you get to 100%, let me know. I'll feature on a video or something. We'll ask you what you're doing, okay? But until then, you want to have a system in place like a CRM. So it can be as simple as a spreadsheet. A spreadsheet works fine. It's just a lot more manual, and you can't see as much good data, or a CRM like we provide to our clients. And speaking of which, if you're interested in perhaps being a client of mine and having the benefit of 25 years of marketing experience, driving new customers in to see you who want to pay you for services, I invite you to go over to my website. We will talk to you about where you are now and what kind of marketing and growth goals you have. Like, where do you want to be? Where do you want to take your entire business? You want to double it? You want to triple it? You want to get 50% larger? What do you want to go up and sell it to somebody else one day? Whatever. we will actually then take your goal and we will work backwards and come up with a strategy built especially for you on how to use our services to push you to get there, right? Now, as I always say, you don't just need, our services won't do it alone. You're still going to have to deliver to people and hire people and train them and do all that other fun manager, owner stuff, type stuff, but it's okay. It's fine. That's the fun part too. So we can actually, if you're a good fit for our agency, we can actually take that burden of marketing away from you and just cram in more new people to and help out.